Pucker up, Buttercup. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. Getting exhausted in recovery. It's going to happen. More than likely, or not more, like it's going to happen. It might be happening right now to you. It is exhausting. I mean, it is rough. It's hard on your body and your mind. And I mean, you're just not producing stuff. And it goes on and on and on. The sleep gets a little better, then it gets worse. You kind of get a little restless legs, and then it goes away, and then stuff comes back. Then you're depressed. You don't have any motivation. You want to lay in bed or whatever it is. You don't want to. It sucks, and it goes on and on. You think you're done, and then you're not. You think you're done again, then you're not again, and then and it gets frustrating. But it can be rough. I mean, it can be rough when you're just not getting good sleep day in day out. You're working. You got a family, you got kids, and it wears on you. And I have gotten exhausted many, many times. In fact, I have a video on getting exhausted in recovery, I guess, already. I don't know. Probably sucked anyway. Probably did. I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. Anyway, but I've gotten exhausted many times. And what happens when I get exhausted? Well, I'll tell you. It's not just like, I mean, it is exhausting when you're just, I don't know. I'm not, sorry, my mind is moving too fast here. But anyway, okay, here we go. I'm going to get back. I don't freaking know, whatever. Now this one sucks. But when I get exhausted, I would freaking use Adderall. I would use gabapentin or marijuana, or not dissing marijuana a bunch, but I'm just saying, like, that was me. My goal was to not use that. It hasn't gone very well throughout the whole process, though. I mean, not that I use it, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying. I've slipped up, okay? Or porn. That's one for me. That's one, because you're not getting pleasure and whatever, and you're just kind of grabbing at anything. You get to a point where you're like, this sucks, I'm done, but you don't want to relapse. That's not the answer. So you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, and that can be the beginning stage of a relapse. I'll tell you right now, when the first time I got clean, and I started using Adderall, and I didn't know anything about that kind of stuff. I just knew pills, and it rewards your brain and you get that good feeling. Well, I remember when I took Adderall for the first time, and it gave me that reward feeling. I mean, obviously it's not the same exact thing as taking an opiate. It's different, but there was something there that was similar. And that got me, it really did, like, it helped me probably relapse, or you kind of get what I'm saying, on opiates. So, but anyway, crap, what was I saying? What's this about? What is this? Oh I'm sorry. It's the benzo brain. Give me a break. Oh yeah, getting exhausted. But yeah, dude, don't let it get to you, dude. It is just part of the process, but it's so freaking understandable if you're just exhausted and you just, you're at the point that you don't. I was talking to someone, you just don't know what to do, but you're not going back to it, and it's tough because you can get real down and depressed where you're just like, I feel miserable, but I'm miserable on this stuff and I'm miserable off of it. Okay. Well, the thing is, if you stay on it, you're just going to be miserable because you got to keep taking it. You get what I'm saying? At least when you get off of it, yeah, you're going to be miserable, but you're on your way of getting out of it too. You're going to get better. You know what I mean? Like, it really, really sucks for a while, but it's all worth it in the end, dude. I know I just say this all the time, but dude, it's so worth it, and you will get right. You will get better. I promise. If you're coming off of an opiate or an opioid, I promise you will get better, okay? There are other drugs. I don't know. Maybe they do some. I'm going to make a video on that, kind of mental illness and addiction and just kind of my thoughts on some stuff. But I'm telling you, with opiates and opioids, dude, it can take a while. It can take a while, depending on what you're taking and how much, but you're going to get better, okay? It gets exhausting. That is just what it is. That's why I always talk about the post-acute withdrawals. And even in the acute stage, you can get exhausted. I mean, it doesn't matter. But a lot of it is the post-acute stuff. It's nice being on day 10. It's nice being on day 28. It's nice being, 2 months, 3 months. But then when you're at 9 months and you're not feeling great, you thought you'd be feeling better than you are. You're still, don't sleep great sometimes. You still don't have energy, really. A lot of energy. It's gotten better, but you're still like, what the heck? It can exhaust you, and it can exhaust your mind, dude. And you can just get just really pissed off and just fed up. I remember, I was never going back, but I'd vent to my wife. I mean, I'm just gonna use language right now, just cause I don't know. Sorry. But I remember just venting to my wife. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. I was like, how the fuck can anyone get off of this? And with working and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, no wonder no one fucking gets off of this shit. I remember I was in the shower and where she was in there, and I just had to just rant. I had to just let it all out, all my frustrations. And I don't mean that to scare you at all, because it can be done. But let it vent, but don't relapse. Don't go back to that crap. And I knew I wasn't ever going to do that. But I was pissed off at the drug. That's why, people think I hate Suboxone. Well, and I do. But, a lot of times when I say Suboxone, I'm talking any opiate or opioid. I hate methadone more than Suboxone. But you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, I know some, but that kind of stuff made me really hate Suboxone, where it just goes on and on and on and on again. I'm like, F this drug. It's terrible. No wonder people are just on it, dude. And doctors just rake it in that moolah, baby. Because it's a long process. Don't be scared, though. Don't get exhausted, okay? Like I said, we're going to get better. You're going to get better. I'm going to get better. Whatever. We're doing it, okay? We're doing it. This has to be a quick video because we're going to my friend's house, my cousin's house. My cousin, he's my best friend, and we're going over there. So, yes. Okay. I was gonna tell you guys something else, and I can't freaking remember. I had something I had to tell you guys. I'll remember. Well, I probably won't remember. At some point, this is what will happen. I will remember it when I'm out and about, and I'll be like, oh, yeah. And then by the time I make a video, I'll forget again. So I'll remember it, but then I'll forget to tell you guys. Okay, God bless all y'all. Be for victory and salute.